Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're talking about how to use LinkedIn to help you find people from your alumni network or your personal network that could potentially help you get an entry-level job in Hollywood. So it's really important for us to start off by talking about how hard it is to get a job out here and how I start off almost all my lectures and everything I teach. I say this important hard truth, which is you're likely not going to get a job out in this industry unless you have a connection. And there are a couple different types of connections, and the most powerful connection you can have is a family or friend connection. I call those heart connections because these are people that care about you and your family and that want to see you succeed. So there's kind of a personal element there that's going to help you get hired faster. So I want you to add those connections to your database that we talked about yesterday ASAP. Your job hunt database is your online kind of Excel sheet that lists all the people you know in the industry who could potentially help you get hired. We talked a little bit about that in yesterday's email. Now you're going to, all of their family and friend connections, if you have not already spoken with your parents or your sisters or your brothers about people they may know, got to do that ASAP, okay? Put all those names into your database. Try to get phone calls with those people. And in general, when you're networking, you guys, this is very, very important. You're never asking for a job. You're always asking for advice, okay? And I want to repeat this phrase twice. If you ask for a job, they'll give you advice. But if you ask for advice, they'll give you a job. I'm going to say it again because it's so important. If you ask for a job, they'll give you advice. If you ask for advice, they'll give you a job. So in any form of networking that we're going to talk about, you're never asking for a job. You're showing them that you understand how, that this industry is rigorous, that you're excited for the challenge. You need to show them that you have read up in the trades, Deadline, Hollywood, IndieWire. You need to show them that you're engaged and ready to speak intelligently about things that are going on in the industry. You're not just out here to go to the Academy Awards and become an executive right away. You need to know the headlines and what's going on because you're going to get quizzed because there's so much competition out here. You have to make yourself an amazing candidate, okay? So there are heart connections, which I hope that you've already spoken with your family and you've put those into your database. Now we're going to talk about alumni connections. Alumni connections are also heart connections because think about it this way. You want your school to have a higher profile in the world, right? Always, always. We're always, ranking our colleges. If you were able to, people always want their colleges to be better ranked in the world. So if you're somebody who's up and coming and you have an alumni connection at a top company out here, those people should want to help you and they should want to help place you in the industry because they want to have a bigger presence out here because that's really it's prestigious to have people working in Hollywood from your school. There's certain schools that have really great alumni networks out here, like Syracuse University is really great network, and also Northwestern, funnily enough, probably better than USC or UCLA in certain ways. So I really applaud those programs. So now here we are on LinkedIn, and this is one of the best ways to see if you have connections at top companies out here in Hollywood. What's great is that Hollywood, although it's nice if you have gone to a very prestigious school, it isn't necessarily a requirement for success out here. And Hollywood is a meritocracy. And I'm really happy to say that there are a lot of things about this industry that need work, but it is a meritocracy. And there are a lot of people that went to much smaller schools, much lesser known schools that come out here and do really well because of hard work and the hustle, okay? So a lot of people say, oh, I don't have that many alumni connections. I went to a small school. You might be surprised. If you look your school up on LinkedIn, there might be people living and working out here who could help you. So again, hard truth. You are most likely not going to get hired in Hollywood unless you know somebody on the inside. Many of you might be already sending out applications on the internet. You're not hearing back. That's because you're not working in it from the sides. And by that, I mean you're not figuring out how to. You need to get somebody on the inside to help you get in. If I were to make an analogy, I would say that Hollywood's like the Wizard of Oz. It's like this shining emerald city on this hill, and you want to be inside so badly, but when you reach the gate, there's that little gatekeeper guy. Imagine Hollywood like the world's biggest club, the most exclusive club too. There are huge bouncers at the gate, and you can't get in unless you know somebody on the inside. So a lot of people say, oh, I don't know anybody. Well, have you looked on LinkedIn if any alumni from your school are in Hollywood? And a lot of people look at me with a blank stare. So now's the time for us to do that together. So if you don't have a LinkedIn, you must make one. The more connections you have on here, the better. So if you have 0 connections, it's time to get to work. You need to start inviting everyone you know on Gmail, on Facebook, whatever. I think I have over 1,500 connections, which is really good. And you know, the more connections you have, the more powerful your networking is going to be. And I'll say this too: your network, the size of your network, is congruent with your success out here. So the bigger your network, the more success you'll have in Hollywood. Okay. So let's go here. This is your the home page. You'll see your name in the upper left-hand corner. We're going to do a whole other tutorial about how to set up a really great LinkedIn profile as well. So you go on LinkedIn, and up here we're looking for alumni connections. So we go up here. I went to Middlebury College. So you look up your school. Actually, I want to show you what it looks like when we just type it in. So you, under universities, okay, Middlebury College, loads. Then you go to students and alumni right here. And then you go show more. And we're going to isolate Greater Los Angeles area. We're looking for people that are living and working in Los Angeles. So guess what? How cool is this? See, Creative Artists Agency is one of the top entertainment companies in the world, and we have four people from Middlebury College that work there. And actually, I've coached all 4 of these people, and I'm really proud to see lots of mid-kids coming into the business. But if I were just a regular, another entry-level person, oh, Middlebury, it's in the middle of nowhere. There must be, there are no entertainment people working in entertainment out here. Wrong. I proved myself wrong. I've gone on LinkedIn. I've seen CAA. There's 2 people that work at Walt Disney Company. Awesome. 2 people that work at American Film Institute. So this is really interesting. And you should never think that nobody's out here. Always double check. So for CAA, for example, and we're going to talk about why CAA is such an important company and how you should be trying to work at a major talent agency like CAA. We'll talk a little bit more about that in our upcoming videos. But if I were to want to connect with somebody that worked at CAA, for example, these people I'm already connected with. But for example, Madeline, I'm not connected with her. This is where the networking strategy comes in. So you would want to connect with them first, this little dude down here. You would click classmate, choose it, college or university, and then not applicable. Then I'm going to actually provide you guys with a little template in today's email of what you should be saying in the personal note here. There's only, I think, like 200 characters you can say, so you've got to pack in a punch here with your little message to get their attention. And you're trying to just say that you're an alum, you just moved out to LA, you're super excited about getting your foot in the door, you're very excited to see what they've done in the industry, little professional flattery, and that you'd love to connect with them. And your goal is to try to get these people on the phone. And every time you connect with them, by the way, I'd like you to add this to your job hunt database, okay? You should always be staying organized with your job hunt database. So you're going to send them a little invitation. You'll send it. And then once you're connected, it'll look like this. You'll be able to then email them. This is called InMail, so you'll be able to email them a longer note here, okay? And I'll also provide you guys with a template for that. All right, great. So again, the more connections you have, the more likely you're going to do well out here. So I want you guys to get on LinkedIn, start looking up your college or university, see where people are working, and start connecting with them. Even if they don't work at a company that you want to work for right now, they will most likely know people that work at the types of companies you're interested in. And we will be talking more about how you should be trying to aim for talent agencies and management companies, because those are the power centers of Hollywood, and they're also the training ground for the future leaders of the industry. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the upcoming days ahead. And for now, super excited to hear that, about your guys' progress on LinkedIn. If you have a success story about connecting with an alum in the next couple days, shoot me an email, let me know. I'm excited to hear about it. And I will talk to you tomorrow in your inbox. All right, thanks guys so much. Bye.